refilled our supplements and drugs. It is a wash the linens week. Alright, so remember how I told you last week that this was torn? I just did a really shitty patch job on it. Oh well. I have just combined the trash from my small trash cans into one bag. I'm going to hang these out on the line and then we're going to go to the grocery store. I could put another load in the washer right now, but I'm not going to do that. They put this shit in my mailbox on like Wednesday. It says second Saturday in May, as in yesterday. I would have definitely put food out, but like that gave me 2 days and I didn't have time. So I guess I'll just recycle it or something. Also here soon, I gotta do some repairs to Sheila. I have a bit of the air dry cement in here, so I'll patch her up a little bit. And then I think Mod Podge over everything and stick her up in the hallway. Stupid fucking pointer finger nail keeps coming off. We're changing the sheets. I swapped out my water bottle. Now we're doing the next load. So here's all the groceries I got today. It's about $120. I'm gonna make some butternut squash soup with kale and chorizo and garbanzo beans, and I'm gonna make some kimbap to use up that fake crab legs that I got. I'm also making arayas because I have leftover pita and it sounds good. My mom brought me cherry danishes, so I'm gonna eat those for breakfast this week. My fucking symptoms keep changing. It's like, this whole thing started with me like having an itch in the back of my throat, me constantly clearing my throat, that turned into a dry cough, that turned into a productive cough, that then turned into nasal congestion, that is now turning into sinus and ear congestion, and I'm a little fucking over it. I've gone off script as I always do. I'm using ground turkey because it's the ground meat I have. You're supposed to grate the onion. I had frozen diced onion in my freezer, so that's what I'm using. If the onion ends up being undercooked, oh well, that's my fault. Maybe my heat's too high. I keep fucking burning my arayas, but they smell pretty good aside from the burnt smell. I'm irritated. Why? What? What the hell? Alright, here's arayas. 1, 2. That's gonna go in the fridge for later. Take 2, lunchtime. Sparkling water, caffeine, sparkling ice ranch. In here we have baked chicken breast with mashed potato and broccoli and cauliflower. We have an orange. Here is a cherry Danish. Here's carrots and bell pepper. Teddy grahams, cheese and chive cracker, garlic bread, yakut. Here's a fruit roll-up. So I don't have any more of the sticker sheet that has the little stars on it, so I can't make another nail like that. So I'm gonna make another nail, but it's just gonna have these stars on it, and who cares? I've decided to have a bologna sandwich for dinner because I find I'm quite tired now, and I don't really want to put effort into making more food. I will worry about that tomorrow. Right then, I just finished reading To Trap a Soul, which is the part of the prequels to the Duskwalker Brides series by Opal Rain. I really did enjoy it. I think it's quite good. If you haven't read any of her books, I highly recommend them. I had my alarm set for the wrong time this morning, so now I'm 20 minutes late to work. Good job. Remember how my old blender was a piece of crap? I bought a new blender. So I'm going to make some butternut squash soup with chickpeas and chorizo and kale. That's part of why I got my new blender. I also finished reading the second book in the Naga Bride series, King Cobra. I enjoyed it. I'll read the rest of the series. I'm sure they'll all be much of the same. So basically, this is it for now. My question is, do I want to put more liquid into this? It was only like maybe a 1.5 pound butternut squash. I have 2 cups of chicken stock and 4 cups of vegetable stock in here, plus the butternut. We have our garbanzos, our chorizo, our kale. I'm trying to wilt the kale a little bit. Obviously, she's looking a little thick, so I think I do need to put in more liquid, but like I also have this left over. Okay, we're having another Danish for breakfast, and another energy drink. I will also admit that last night before I went to bed, I had a bagel with cream cheese. Last night I also finished reading Destined to the Wraith by Regine Abel. It's like a nice little departure from the Prime Mating Agency stuff. It's still fated mate stuff, which I think is just her MO, but I liked it. I've done some more dishes that I didn't do last night. We're almost finally done with the dishes. I have to see if this is actually going to fit where I had my blender previously. I highly doubt it. Okay, so I made some gimbap. I used up the rest of my kimchi. I really like this jar. It's shaped like a little ongi. I need to figure out something to do with this kimchi juice. And I used up most of the fake crab legs, and I used up the last of my Spam. I'm going to use this shrimp tonight in like an udon dish. This is what I'm going to eat now with an apple. This can go in the refrigerator. I'm going to make udon for dinner. No, I'm having dinner at my sister's house for Mother's Day with my mom. I just finished reading the Gargoyle and the Spinster. It's a little novella by Sarah Ivy Hill. It was cute. It's a, one-shot. It's not fated mates, but happily ever after babies and stuff kind of one. Here's the menu for tomorrow. We have our soda water and our caffeine sparkling ice. This is anais with like a Greek yogurt, garlic, lemon juice, feta sauce. We have an orange. We have our cherry Danish, Teddy Grahams, fruit snacks, carrots and bell pepper, pastry crisp, godforsaken Cheez-Its, and animal crackers. I just got off work and somebody's golden retriever was running loose. It was over there and I went down and tried to encourage it to come over to me so I could read its collar, and it just took off back behind that fence. Okay, here's what I didn't eat. So that's animal crackers, pastry crisp, and those blasted Cheez-Its. I finished reading Destined to the Reaper by Regine Abel. I also enjoyed this one as much as I enjoyed Destined to the Wraith. This book series is a little darker, a little more violent than the Prime Mating Agency, which I'm not complaining about, but I am digging it. If you've ever had corn meat substitute, it's made from mushroom mycelium. I really enjoy it, but if you ever get it, you do need to know some things. One, you cannot refreeze it. So once it's cooked, you cannot put cooked corn back in the freezer. Also, it says you're supposed to eat it within 24 hours. So if you cook the whole package, you need to be prepared to eat it within 24 hours, which sounds crazy. So I'm going to make maybe a quarter of this. Sometimes you just got to throw something together. This is udon with cucumber and some corn pieces and a peanut sauce. I just finished reading the third book in the Naga Bride series by Naomi Lucas, Blue Coral. It was good. Things are starting to get very interesting. It's the feminine box. I ate some gimbaps for lunch, and I had a couple snacks there at the memorial service I was at. That's where the feminine box was at. I have also consumed a bagel with cream cheese. I'm mending these jorts so I can wear them this weekend. I got a personal pizza with jalapeno, pepperoni, and pineapple. I am mildly hungover this morning because I decided to have some drinks with my roommate last night. Oops. So I've been drinking lots of water, obviously, and I ate leftover pizza, and I've been laying in bed a lot. I finished reading, Oops, I Summoned a Demonic Merman by Naomi Lucas. It's part of a little series of collaboration authors who generally write monster fucker books, doing a series of, oops, I accidentally summoned an XYZ that, they end up falling in love with. It was good. I'm having a chocolate bagel with strawberry cream cheese. Having the butternut, kale, chorizo, garbanzo bean soup. Decided I wanted a burger and fries, so I got a burger and fries. I just finished reading The Harbinger's Redemption by Skyla Gray. It's the fourth book in her Monster Research Facility book series. It was very good. I enjoyed it. A nice change of pace from the other books in the series. There's like shifting perspectives. And for breakfast, I had the last bagel and cream cheese, and I had a coffee. I've had some little snacky since then. And the video of the horses was taken. I went to my nephew's soccer game, and the horses were in the run. I don't know what they call it, behind the soccer field. I went out to dinner with my twin and some of our friends. These are the leftovers. Nothing exciting, just like half a burger and some fries and tater tots. I forgot to mention earlier, I also had a kale salad. Today's been a pretty uneventful day. I did, like I said, go to my nephew's soccer game, but like mostly that was it. So I went to that memorial earlier this week, and I realized that one of her kids didn't have many selfies with her, and that was kind of sad. And just to like feel like he wasn't even included in a memorial, like barely. And my twin takes pictures all the time, partially because of that very reason, to make sure you have memories for when the unthinkable happens. So I'm gonna start taking more selfies with my family. I guess I'll end it on that morbid note. Good night.